Hey y'all, I'm Trish Causey. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. It's been a week or so since I did a video about coronavirus and Ascension. This has been some crazy strong energy coming in. The energies coming in are incredibly powerful. And this is the new normal, especially for us along the Ascension journey. The people who are already awake, we all know. Hey, Robbie. Were we just talking a minute ago? So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is the death aspect of coronavirus, because this is certainly a true reality for a lot of people, and it will continue to be a reality for some people. I was waiting to talk about it because I do know people who have close family members who've passed away. And then on the 15th, just a few days ago, not only did someone I know die from a heart attack because of COVID-19, he died in his recliner in his living room, but on that same day, because of the stress of the world and everything going on, a friend of mine's husband killed himself in Arizona. So there are people who are dying because of COVID, and it's not directly because of the virus itself. And so what I wanted to talk about from a spiritual and esoteric perspective is death and why people are dying right now. Because I don't want to be insensitive to anyone, but death is a part of life. It is. Thank you, Robbie. And I'm especially sensitive to you, Robbie, right now talking about this topic. But death is a part of the life cycle. And we are only here in this lifetime, in this incarnation, for a certain amount of years. 2 or 3 times longer than we used to be in other lifetimes, because we've tripled the life expectancy, for most people. Doubled it for pretty much everybody. And the truth is that we all die of something at some time, somewhere, some way. And the truthier truth of that is that our soul decides when we die. One of the things I never understood is why people stay alive for so long when they're in, say, assisted living centers or nursing homes. And people spend literally decades, 20 years, 30 years longer with chronic illness. I'm like, why are you hanging on? You're miserable. The body is miserable. And I remember when my grandmother, whom I loved so dearly, was in an assisted living center. And she, not a nursing home, it was an assisted living center. She had full Alzheimer's, did not recognize any of us at that point. And she had a stroke. And then I think about 5 days later, she had another stroke. And then a few days later, she had 5 strokes in one day and a heart attack. And they kept reviving her. And I was furious at my family for allowing this. And I was furious at the doctors and nurses, but particularly the doctors, who were just keeping her alive, because every time they try and save her life, it's just another cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And it was awful. I was so incredibly furious. Like, her body is trying so hard to die. She has Alzheimer's. She is trying to let go of the physical vessel. Let her go. But cha-ching, 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 they're going to just try and keep her alive, even if her living is just totally zoned out on meds, to keep her comfortable. That's not living. And, I say all this to say, just as an example, our souls choose when we die. And that's on a regular basis, that your souls choose when they go. And it could be a car accident. It could be a heart attack. It could be cancer. It could be any number of things based on the karmic contracts and the karmic situations that the soul wanted to experience here in the physical. Because we come here into the physical to have certain experiences. And because we've had certain experiences over many lifetimes, sometimes we have to come back into the physical to clear some of that. And then once we've done that, we go. That may be the reason why children die. And that is a taboo subject to talk about why do children die. You never know what the soul has chosen, what the soul is needing from the physical experience. We are so multidimensional, exist on so many multidimensional levels. This is just one of them. This was the 3D. We've now elevated the consciousness of humanity. We're now actually in the fourth dimension. We're still physical, but we're fourth dimensional beings. Fifth dimension, sixth dimension, we'll still be physical even once we've raised our light energy. Our spirit self has now brought the physical self up to the fifth dimension, sixth dimension. After seventh dimension, we can't really hold the physical form because it's too dense. The light is much lighter. Okay, that's a bad pun. So what I want to say is for people who are fearing COVID-19 because they're dying, their friends are dying, family members are dying, they're afraid of dying, is that the fear is part of why COVID was created, because it was created in a lab, why it was released. It's still mixed, whether it was released on purpose or it got away from them. So I won't go to that. But COVID-19 was created to create fear in the entire world. And that's what it's done. So fear of death is one of the biggest fears most people have. And there's nothing to fear about death. So if you think of death, well, it's the end of this, right? It's the end of this that maybe that you see and feel and taste and touch, and it can experience cognitively, emotionally, mentally, even psychologically, and spiritually. But this is just one life, and this is just who we are in one lifetime. We live hundreds or thousands, and this is just one aspect of us dimensionally. This is just the 3D, now 4D. Those of us who are trying to raise our consciousness, we are trying to be anchored into 5D, be anchored into the fifth dimension, where the fifth dimension is characterized by unconditional love for everything and everyone, regardless of who or what it is and what they do or don't do. That's still tough. Compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, and all that. That's very much the fifth dimension. So we're trying to get anchored into that. We tip our toes into that every now and then. But in terms of our life and death, think of death as a doorway. It's a portal that you go from this life and then you go back to the other side where you have a different kind of life as your soul spirit self. Okay. If that doesn't resonate, maybe you can think of it like changing stations on an old time radio. I don't know. Do cars still have radios in them anymore? I don't know. All you whippersnappers, maybe you don't know what an old fashioned radio is, where you turn the dial, which is an actual dial. It's not like on your phone. It's where you turn the dial and you hear one station really well. And then you go on to get to another station that you could hear really well, but then there's that middle point, right? There's that midway point where you're going from the station you can hear really well, but you want to get to this other station that's, crystal clear, but there's a passageway between those two. And it's like you're changing from 94.9 to 96.4. To get there, you have to change frequency. If you think of death as just changing frequency, because we're all energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed, merely amplified or transmuted. So the people who are dying are not gone. It's like they don't exist anymore. They exist. They're just existing in a different frequency. They are resonating at a different frequency level that is higher than what we can see, know, feel, taste, touch, feel, and hear, experience here in our physical reality, because this energy frequency is so dense. This energy frequency is so low. And now that they have what we call died, they have changed frequency to a higher frequency, and they resonate and live and experience their energetic existence a little bit higher than we are right now. So it is perfectly normal to be sad, to grieve, absolutely grieve. Please, if you can, hold your funerals and your memorial services to honor them and to honor yourself and honor your feelings and your family's feelings, your friends' feelings, and everyone who loved them. But it's not something to be scared about or mad about or cuss out COVID-19. COVID-19 was manufactured. It's COVID-19 is just another type of cold or flu within the family of coronaviruses that already exist. But this type, this strain, was created, and it was created to be biological warfare. It was created to be population control. But it's not happening that way. And keep your vibration high as you can while you're here in the physical, and you'll be okay. Even if you come down with some of it, vitamin C and zinc are the best thing. The best thing. Vitamin C and zinc are the best thing for any cold or flu virus, and that's what COVID-19 is. It's just really bad on the lungs. It's really awful. It's really awful. But there are, I've seen a lot of different hacks for if you get COVID-19, like nebulizers and humidifiers, of course, menthol and drinking things that help keep the airways really open and help dilate everything. Oh, good, Robbie. Yeah. I've been buying oranges by the bag full, I have bags of oranges, but vitamin C, ester C is the quickest, most bioavailable vitamin C you can get. So if you want, get that. And then, of course, eat foods that are high in zinc, or take a zinc supplement. Of course, vitamin D, go outside. I was outside today. I was going to do a video outside in the woods, but it just got kind of late. Yeah. See, nature, and I have said this on social media, and I get lambasted by people. Food is medicine. Food is medicine. And nature has the cure for everything you could ever want. I'm not giving you medical advice, but nature has the cure for everything. Everything. So, food is medicine. So anyway, I was outside, got a little sunburn today. So anyway. All right, well, I'm going to go. Thank y'all so much for your likes, your shares, subscribes, all of that. I am in a process of rebirth myself, death and rebirth myself, and how I really want to bring together everything that I do, because I don't want to be fragmented anymore. And that's why I've kind of been not writing as much on my blog, but I'm actually going to get back to writing on my blog. So I appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome, Robbie. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right, well, mwah. I love y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay healthy, vitamin C and zinc. Do not give in to the fear. Don't watch the news. Don't let the fear mongering all up in your Facebook feed get to you. Snooze people if you have to. If you don't want to just straight up unfriend people, snooze them. Use that snooze button. You're going to snooze people, and it lasts for 30 days. And in 30 days, if they're still being angry futz-whatsits, then you can snooze them again. Your atmosphere, the energy you allow in your energetic field. This is your space right here around you. And the energy you allow through what you see, what you read, what you hear, what you watch, even what you eat. like, you know, toxic food, or if you're eating fast food every day, please don't do that. You want to keep your vibration high, and fast food is not the way to do that. So fresh fruits and veggies if you can, but just do the best you can right now, because I know resources are really limited for a lot of people, especially in the big cities. If anything, what this has taught me is that aside from the fact that the Broadway industry is going to be is devastated by this right here, who knows when the Broadway industry is going to come back from this. Yeah, I don't need to move to New York anytime soon. I will be very happy just getting a cabin in the woods. I'll be very good. So, and that's another thing. I'm not going to go much longer. This is already 5 minutes, way longer than I wanted to talk, but consider the death of your dreams, the death of your plans, these intangible, non-physical parts of you, your goals, your plans, your dreams that may have been put asunder because of COVID-19. How can you have a rebirth of those? How can you change? Have you changed? Do you still want the same things? Again, go back and watch my earlier videos about this. COVID-19 is a mechanism for change. And so please use this time to reevaluate what you like and what's important for you and to you. Because it's all happened for a reason. And this is a great time. This is the Great Awakening. And a lot of people are waking up to the horrible people behind the scenes who run all these systems and infrastructures of our societies. And things are changing. So go with that change. Don't be afraid of the things, plans, goals, dreams that are dying, that you will need to rebirth. That's why you're having this shutdown time, so that you can sit and think and make new plans, really get in touch with what you want out of your life. And then for the people who are dying, just know that their soul is in charge, and they've chosen to die at this time because they want to come back. They want to come back and really be a part of all the cool things that will happen. I mean, not only is the earth not going to be the same, next week as it was, 2 months ago, 2021 is going to look completely different than anything we've ever known. 2022, 2023, 2024. And these souls that are dying now, they're dying now because they want to come back, and they want to be a part of the golden children. You've heard of indigos and crystals. I'm indigo and crystal. And then the golden children, those are the kids that are being born from winter solstice of this year, 2020 onward. That next batch of kids for the next 5, 10, 15 years will be the golden kids. And these souls, these people are leaving now because their souls need to get ready to come back and be a part of the future, basically. So, all right. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. All right. Oh, this is way too long. I was trying to keep these short, but I don't know if you noticed, I got the air conditioner on. If I had left the AC off, yeah, we'd have been done in like 5 minutes, y'all. All right. Mwah! I love y'all so much. And remember, only love is real. So don't give in to the fear. Okay. That's low 3D. Don't give in to that. Love, 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 happiness, joy, compassion, tolerance, beauty, abundance, success. It's just just stay in those really great feeling vibrations. Yeah. That's where it stay. Good vibrations, right? All right. I'm right. I really am leaving this time. Only love is real. I will see y'all soon. Bye-bye.